Okay, up next we have Miss Lynn, the voice singer. She's going to be coming up to the stage. Is she here in the house?
She's awesome.
Is Lynn in the house? Did she get here yet?
Lynn is having some difficulty in joining. She will be joining in a while. Okay.
She's on her way? Okay.
Yeah, she's on her way.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys what's going on right now while we get Lynn here. Right now we have Cosmic Goddess Reverend Jen Post in the playroom. She's doing a galactic activation. She'll be there for about another 25 minutes. So, she does everything from Akashic records, talk to the higher guides, light language, channeling, healing, meditation. So she is very entertaining, and she is in room number 1. That is available right now if you guys want to go there, and we can make an announcement when Lynn arrives. Because when Lynn arrives, is she here? I heard her voice. Not yet. Okay. So Lynn's going to be coming, and she's going to be talking about using your voice as a healing tool. And she's a voice coach, a healer, a channel. She does bioenergetics, body dynamics, yoga. She's an author, body, mind, spirit techniques. She's located in New York. And she is on her way in. Also in room number 2, we have the psychics and healers. This is where you get 5 minutes for free. You get 5-minute free sessions with whoever's available, or you make an appointment. Jean is in there right now helping you. If you want an appointment for in the future, Jean can make an appointment. So say you want an appointment with Jen, or you want an appointment with Joan or Annette, he can make an appointment for you right now. We go until 10 o'clock tonight, but 9 to 10 o'clock, we're on the panel pretty much. So if you just arrived and you want to go check it out, hit the bottom of your screen where it says more, it has 3 dots or 4 squares. Click on that with your finger and you're going to see a white screen that pops. It says breakout rooms. You're going to see a white panel, a menu, and then scroll down to where it says number 1 playroom. Hit join. That's where Jen is right now with the playroom experience. If you scroll down to number 2, it says psychic booking room, 5-minute free. And you hit the word join. And then Eugene will make an appointment with you to see anybody for a paid session. Everybody has reduced show prices from $1 to $2 a minute. You can see them from 20 minutes, 30 minutes today, or make an appointment for another time, and most of them will honor that show price. So thank you guys for being here. If you're listening to us on replay, like, share, comment. Join us next month. We have the exact same link because it is held on the last Saturday of the month. So once you do sign up, you can literally sign up for every month in advance. So it makes it easy. And then we just remind you. We're always looking for new practitioners. We always have space because it's always a revolving door. People come and go. They have their life. They have weddings, funerals, jobs, family, kids, traveling. So I allow 15 speakers. If you want to be a speaker and you've never done it before, I'll help you. I'll hold your hand a little bit. I'll get you out there. I like supporting you and encouraging you. Bring the best out of you. Rika Kaplan, do you want to entertain us for a few minutes while we're waiting for our speaker?
Hey, how are you this evening? I'm just getting back. I just finished freezing someone. And then I got a phone call about a guy who has a couple athletes, but then they wanted a whole body chamber. So at least I got the phone call. They're Googling. My Googling is working.
Great. Oh, great. So Rika will be on stage about 7:15 for about 45 minutes. And she'll be up after Carol, unless yeah. So do you want to do a reading? Do you want to talk? Do you want to introduce what you do in case anyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about how we can tap into our limitless love capacity and how that unites when you're in coherence. Then you can tap into the galactic heart and the earth heart, so you are connected to all things. But I did shuffle, so I thought I would pull a collective reading.
Okay. Especially for the solar, the lunar eclipse, partial lunar eclipse today.
Yes. We have a lot of energy, a lot of manifestation energy going on right now. This solar eclipse will typically be an ending. It's something is being eclipsed out. So, but then we have a new moon and new beginnings. So normally a new moon ritual is to write down things that you want to manifest from that new moon to the full moon, corresponding full moon, which is typically about 6 months apart. And the new moon will help you manifest new things, new beginnings. So it's interesting that we have this endings with the eclipse and the beginnings with the full moon. So we've really got a lot of energy going on. All right, so let me pull. Divine Father God, Divine Mother Source, creators of light, love, and all things, I ask you to be here with me in this now moment. I ask you to bring forward any messages that we have for the collective. What is it that we most need to know right now? All right, let's see. Let's see what they want to tell us. And my playroom experience now, I was going to do readings and a little sound healing, but now I'm being called to do kind of more sound with a prayer and meditation to help with the heart expansion, the codes, the Christos light codes that can be activated with sound and the heart.
Yeah, just do a sound check with that when you get started with
Well,
the
I'm
bowl.
going to go to my phone because I know that my phone does better with actually feeling the bowl sing. The computer I haven't checked yet. I should probably try that. Ooh,
Yeah. You can actually, just, show it'd be cool for, to hear the sound coming in one and show the camera in the other if you needed to. So what you get? What card?
This is Hilarion. It's a major arcana, the number 5, May. May's coming up, the number 5. And let me read from Hilarion. Like the angels and other masters, Hilarion is always available to you, and receiving this card upright is telling you that his assistance is close at hand. If you're working on a project that requires research and attention to detail, it's full steam ahead. It's time to open to this master's energy if you have a job that involves any type of evidence detection and drawing conclusions from the discovery. These types of jobs include these and similar activities should be on the rise for you now. This is the time to bring in a logical approach to all your pursuits. Hilarion is right there with you, blessing you with help, clarity, and direction. So in May, we can get help, clarity, and direction. Right now, with the eclipse, not only does it take something out, but it also hides or shadows something. So you don't always have the full information at the eclipse. Sometimes it hides and it unfolds in its time. So it looks like it's going to be until May when we get some clarity and direction. So what
So,
else is
Rika,
going on?
do you want to just keep going and maybe we'll just have her take your spot later? Are you ready to present? Or I can bring,
Yeah,
I can bring,
who's supposed to be up now? Yeah, I can present.
or I can bring, you're ready to go and then we'll just bring her out later.
Whichever you prefer, whichever she prefers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
she's
right.
up. Go for it.
Huh?
Go for it.
Okay. All right. Hello, 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 hello. I wasn't expecting to be up, but here we are. I do want to talk to you about all of the energy that's going on around. The last couple of minutes, I've discussed some of it, but this energy is here to assist you in elevating from the lower chakras. See, we are an eternal soul housed in our hearts. Our Atma, our soul, is actually in our heart center. So this bioelectric bodysuit that we wear is programmed to receive and transmit signals so that we know that so that we can receive messages, send messages, understand and process information. When a bioelectric bodysuit, when this thing is filled with traumas and dramas, that signal becomes distorted. So what we want to do is we want to open up and connect into our heart. So let me share my screen. Host disabled participants screen sharing. Vicky, can you let me share my screen?
Okay. You can try now.
Okay. There we go. Perfecto. Okay, here we go. Perfecto. All right, so first things first. Renewal catalyst, Rika Kaplan, the renewal catalyst. What I help you do is clear out those traumas and dramas that are in your body and help you reboot or rejuvenate, revitalize your operating system. Your heart is your operating system. As I said, this suit needs an operating system, and it's not this ever-thinking brain that keeps you up here in this fight or flight mode. We need to drop down into our heart space, activate that operating system, that Christos, that light pillar that will send and receive the clear signals from that operating system, that heart. So I wanted to read self-love is your superpower, and when your love overflows, you can perform miracles of kindness. So because this suit gets diseased or diseased because of the traumas and dramas, you're distorted. You're running signals in your heart isn't connecting properly to the rest of your body and to the universal, the galactic heart, and the Earth's heart. So you want that signal running clearly. And believe it or not, self-love is your superpower, because you have to have this signal operating so that you can connect with all that is. So, and when you love yourself, then you will connect to all things, because you are connected to the galactic heart and the heart of Mother Earth. So love is the frequency that we want to be on. We want to get out of the body and the mind, this ever-thinking mind. We now know that thoughts become things. So thoughts and emotion equals the creation of energy, of your circumstances. You create what you are experiencing in this game. The suit that we're wearing is your avatar in this game. We came here to learn lessons. So we activate our heart, we raise our consciousness out of the body and the mind and into the soul, because we want to activate that Atma, that soul. That's where love resides. And you do that through the emotion of love. I had an experience over the last weeks because of the collective clearing over the last year and a half, but most pointedly in the last several months, we've had collective clearing. And the waves of that energy that is coming up to be transmuted can cause people who are sensitive, all of the healers in this room, and everyone watching more than likely is also a healer. And those things can affect, they come in waves. The clearing and the transmutation of this energy has come at us in waves. So I was feeling anxiety and there's so much to do. There's so much going on. I have to do so much, that I was kind of panting. And I had a friend ask me, are you, when did you stop breathing? And when she asked me that, it brought me back into the power of breath. Full, deep, diaphragm opening inhales, and full, deep, rib cage contracting exhales. Breath. It is, your breath is a physical reflection of your mental state. The slow rhythmic breath stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which reduces the heart rate and relaxes the muscles of the mind. If you relax your mind, you can go into your heart. When breath work allows us to shift out of our mind and into our body. When you're able to connect to your breath, you begin to feel a deeper connection to yourself. This initiates the process of self-love. So these distortions that we have experienced while we're walking around in this life, on this path, these distortions cause us to run programs that are negative self-thought, negative. And what that does is that keeps you in a lower frequency, a lower chakra, a lower energetic level of consciousness. This is all about expanding your consciousness, becoming open to unity consciousness, so that we are all acting as the fractals of the one source creator that is. So back to breathing. Breathing, you must breathe. it always brings you right back to where you need to be. It brings you into the here and now instead of the mind, which takes you to the future and to worry and anxiety. It drops you back here knowing, being in the here and now. Breathing exercises can aid in slowing down and being mindful, allowing you to reconnect with the now. In that now moment, with your soul, your heart, Atma, expanded and open, and that operating system working properly, that chakra system, that energetic system. Once you get that going on, then you are connected to all that is. And that is what we are all here to do. We're here to remember. We're here to remember that this is just a made-up game that we signed up to play. All right, so how do we tap into limitless self-love? We rise from the lower descending, lower frequencies of irritation, blame, self-talk, heartache, failure, grief, judgment, self-pity, boredom, even boredom. We need to rise above that in order to find, there it is, our self-love. That self-love, that activates your heart like nothing else. When you can be comfortable with who you are, when you can be able to boot that operating system properly. So I'm kind of a heart specialist, a renewal catalyst, because I'm gonna get that heart open to allow that self-love in, because that operating system needs to be moving properly up this spiral. You want to spiral out of these lower frequencies into the higher frequencies. Something to be mindful of is being playful, happiness, being generous and passionate. Those are all things that we want to bring into our lives. And loving ourselves, tapping into that limitless love and consciousness is what we all, is how we bring heaven on earth. So when you have correct heart coherence, meaning your heart is sending the proper signals, you are creating this toroidal magnetic field around you. When your signal is operating properly, when your system has been rebooted and out of those negative spiraling downward processes, then you have the coherence to create this magnificent energetic field, strong and healthy and large. Our brain, our heart emits more electromagnetic energy than our brain. So this brain is like the force mediator of this operating system. So this exists only to assist in opening the heart center. And this is done if you clear all the distortions that can clog up your energetic field, your grid. If you'll notice, there are multiple points on this grid. And small things can clog this up if you aren't speaking your truth, if you aren't saying your truth, if you're not hearing things, if you're not open, if you have too many blockages in your heart, your sacral, your root chakra. If these things are trapped, your energetic field will not be able to expand. We're all expanding and contracting is how the energy moves. It's expansion and contraction. And we are ideally want to expand, because when we expand, then we are interconnected to the all grids, all earth. That's our unity consciousness. And where does that begin? That begins with self-love, activating that heart. Once you activate that heart, that soul, that Atma, then you can become connected to all that is as you expand your energy field outwards. So, a scientifically controlled study conducted by German researchers at the University of Kassel has shown that while the chest area of an average person emits only 20 photons of light per second, someone who meditates on their heart center and sends love and light to others emits an amazing 100,000 photons per second. That is 5,000 times more than the average human being. Numerous studies have also shown that when these photons are infused with a loving and healing intent, their frequency and vibration increases to the point where they can literally change matter, heal disease, and transform negative events. What this is saying is that love, when you are operating on the frequency of love, you are emitting such light. You are the lighthouse. This is where that saying comes from. You are the lighthouse. You become the lighthouse. You are emitting this magnificent frequency. So why is love the most powerful force in the universe? It is because it is limitless. When you emit that light, when you love and you expand that, you become connected to all that is. So our energy field expands and connects to all the other fractals on this plane, in this matrix. When our heart expands, I'll say that again, we become connected and understand that we each operate as a point in this coherent field. When your light is activated, when your heart is expanded, when your distortions have been cleared, when you're sending and receiving a clear signal, then you are connected to the galactic heart as well as the earth heart. Okay.
I don't hear you, Rika.
Okay, I'm sorry, here I am. When scientists looked for a unified theory of the universe, they forgot the most powerful unseen force, which is love. Love is light, for it enlightens those who give and receive it. Love is gravity, because some people feel attracted to others. Love is power, because it multiplies the best we have and allows humanity not to be extinguished in their blind selfishness. Love unfolds and reveals. For love, we live and die. Love is the greatest force in the universe. These are the words of Albert Einstein. Love is a state of being. This beingness will open paths and doorways to all time and space once you have expanded your heart coherence. This state allows us to remain as the objective observer without judgment. If you love unconditionally, you do not judge, and therefore you do not attach. It is from this state that we can expand exponentially rather than a finite path based on conditionality. Your heart is the operating system that processes the information being transmitted and received. Distortions and disturbances allow for cross signals and missed communication. This keeps you in fight or flight mentality, being guided and prodded by your brain or ego mind. Your heart is where your Atma, your soul, resides. That is the place where all knowledge can be accessed if your signal is strong and clear. So remember, I showed you that picture, how your heart, as it expands into the field, you are connected to the galactic and the earth heart. So it's important to keep that heart signal strong. And how do we do that? We take care of ourselves. We ground. We eat the proper foods. We drink enough water. We meditate. We slow down. We learn. And those are all self-care techniques. I do yoga every day. I drink water. I put my feet on the grass every day, stand in the sun. Sunlight is so healing and so grounding. Typically, you want to make sure that you fill your own cup so that you have to share with others. So you want to make sure that you love yourself enough that your signal is strong, that you will maintain that clear, strong signal. If you maintain that, then you are lit up and connected to all that is. So I don't know, do I have more time, Sherry?
Yeah, you have about until 1/4 of, and then Carol's going to come on for the next 45 minutes.
Okay,
So you could kind of wrap it up in a few minutes.
okay, all right. So we'll talk about self-care a little bit more. All right.
And just leave time for you to do your door prize.
Okay. Okay, so right now, because of the energy that we are getting, we might be experiencing some ascension symptoms. And if you go back to your breath, that will help alleviate those ascension symptoms. And some of those ascension symptoms, while we're raising in frequency out of the lower chakras, expanding our heart, connecting to all that is, you can be nauseous, you can have headaches. Third eye activations give you pounding up here, sometimes like a stretching or a pulling sensation, dizziness, some leg cramps. When we're ascending into higher states of consciousness, we often will experience unpleasant emotions and physical symptoms. This is because we must first purge lower vibrational frequencies from our physical bodies, our relationships, and our lives before we can ascend into higher states of consciousness. Think of your energy like a cup. If it is full of mud, there is no room for the crystalline water. But once you start pouring high pressure water into the cup, it pushes all the mud to the surface. Your energy system is similar in the sense that in order to make room for the higher vibrational energy, we must clear lower vibrational energy from our system. So that's exactly what's going on right now is whoosh, this energy is coming along and clearing out all of this lower chakra, all of these lower energies. Often lower frequencies are unconscious. When something is unconscious, we don't even know it is there. So it must first be brought into conscious awareness before it can be healed. More often than not, we have lived our lives operating in a state of unconscious. When we start to become conscious, we may feel as though our life is being turned upside down. This is really just the energy showing you what was never significant in the first place. So you have a subconscious mind, which is, we have a subconscious mind, which operates unconsciously. That unconscious mind wants to keep you in certain patterns. These are called feedback loops. Those distortions that are running in your energetic field can cause feedback loops to and instead of that spiral out of the lower frequency issues. So these things can cause some discomfort, some waves of uncertainty, some lot of different symptoms. So this is where self-care comes into play. Make sure that you are breathing, make sure that you are taking care of the bodysuit that you're wearing. So I have a little bit of time, it looks like. So I wanted to maybe pull a card. When you have that clear signal, you will hear, and you're connected to all that is, that's when you start getting the proper I'm sorry. Hold on one moment. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here I am. Okay, so I was going to pull some cards for you. All right, let's see. What is it that we, oh, that was the point I was making. I was making the point that once you have that clear signal running and you're connected to all that is, that's when you start to channel. Everyone has this capability. Once your signal is clear, your gifts will be remembered. Your body will automatically know how to connect to information, either in the Akashic field or any of the other dimensional fields. All probabilities exist at this point. You will have a connection to all of your higher selves and to infinite wisdom. So that's why you want to keep your signal clear. All right, so let's see. What is it that we need to know right now? Okay. Set balance, balance. That's what we're feeling right now with the eclipse and the new moon all at the same time. Balance. We have to feel that balance. And the breath. If you go back to your breath, that will help you balance. Okay, I think I need to wrap up now, Sherry. So if we could do the door prize.
Yes.
Okay. I think everyone puts in the chat.
Number.
Okay.
What do we put in the chat?
I put in a number.
From 0 to 100. Or from 1 to 100.
Okay. All right, is everybody entered? I guess Sherry does a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. I don't know if you see that. It is 44. So if you have that, let's go. Who's 44? Okay. Who's closest? 44 would be 23. And I have
Yes,
two 23s.
we have 223.
And we have two 23s. Okay. So both Michelle and Helga, Michelle and Helga, follow me to room 9 and I will give you my information. We can get your reading scheduled.
Okay.